Hello. So here we are in Fusion 360, and I'm just going to show you really quickly once you've gotten access to the program. The first thing you're going to want to do is set up your user preferences. So let me close some of these things, keep some space on the screen, and sorry, there we go. It was bothering me. Put my model there in its home view. Up here in the top right, you should see your initials, and if I hover over it, it shows my username. I'm just going to click on that, and right here it says preferences. So if I click on preferences, I get a window that looks like this. So on this first page, what you're going to do is come down toward the bottom part of the page. Right here it says pan, zoom, orbit, shortcuts. Let me try and draw. I don't know if, yeah, Screencastify won't let me draw on anything outside of a actual internet browser. Oh well. So this is a drop-down menu here. By default, it says Fusion 360. You want to change it to Tinkercad. All right, and this is just going to set up your mouse buttons to work the same as they do in Tinkercad, which is an online software you might have used in junior high. And it just coincidentally happens to be the same setup that works inside of Cura, which is the 3D modeling software that we're going to be using to do our slicing for 3D prints. So when you get used to the way the controls work here, and then you go over to the other program, Cura, as long as you're using Tinkercad on this, it will work the same. Also, when I come over to help you with something, if you don't have this set on Tinkercad, I'm not going to be able to do anything because all of my reflexes and go-tos are now trained on this. So if I walk over and your controls are funny, I'm going to say you need to fix your preferences, and then I'll try and help you. Okay, so the other major thing you need to do before you start doing any designs is over here on the left-hand side, come down here to where it says Default Units. Click on that, click on Design, make sure this says inches, drop down inches, check Manufacture, make sure it says inches, and then go to Simulation, and right here where it says Custom, change it to English, inches. And after you do those 4 things, you're going to make sure you press the Apply button and then say OK. Now your preferences are up to date, and your controls will be the same as your classmates. So here I have a model sitting out here just to show you what we just did. All right, so I'm using a mouse. If you don't have a mouse, go get a mouse. This doesn't work with a trackpad. All right, so to manipulate my shape here, if I hold the right mouse button down, you can see that little icon appeared. And now when I move my mouse, I'm able to rotate my object in space and look at different sides of it. And you might notice up in the upper right corner, we have that box with words on it. It's called the view cube, and it is telling me what part of my model I'm looking at. Currently, I'm looking at the bottom. Right? I can turn it around and look at the front, and the left side, and the right side, and the back, and the top. And we can rotate it all kinds of different ways here. Okay. And then if you ever get lost and you want to just get back to your home view position, you bring your mouse up here, and a little house icon will appear. Click on the house, and there you go. It'll rotate back to the home view, which shows you the front right top. All right, this is a common isometric view. The other thing we can do is zoom in on various aspects of our design. So maybe I want to look right down here inside of this little notch here. So I can roll the wheel on my mouse, and I can zoom way in here and look at this little teeny spot. Maybe I want to see what's over here. There's a little thing there. I'm not sure what it is. So I'll just turn it. Oh yeah, okay, that's a fillet. Okay, that's what that is. That just looked funny from the other angle. All right, now I want to zoom back out, so I'm going to roll my wheel the other direction. Sorry, my mouse is a little finicky. And then sometimes when I'm zooming, right? It zooms into where the mouse pointer is. So if I'm over here, say, and I start to zoom, I just zoomed my whole thing off the screen, right? So now I can zoom out, and okay, that's what I want, but I want to have it more centered. So I'm going to go up here and hover over top of my part, and then I'm going to just hold down the middle mouse, the wheel. I'm going to click it straight down as if it were a button. And while I hold it, I'll move this, and that lets me pan my view, so I can just move the view around the screen. I didn't physically move any of the parts. If I click and drag with the left button, I might actually move things inside the design. It looks like everything in this design is pretty fixed, so it's not letting me move anything. Alright, so I can zoom out, and then maybe I just want to like move this over here. Alright, I can, if it's like this and I want to get it down here, just click that middle button and bring it down here into my main work area, and it is ready for me to work on. So now your preferences are set, and you know a little bit about how to just manipulate views and controls inside of Fusion 360.